Hi there, guys. I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to use some of the programs like Nearpod and Flipgrid so that hopefully you'll have more success utilizing those. And I also wanted to show you how you can submit assignments digitally on Edsby. So let's start by looking at our Edsby page. This is my Edsby page. Looks a little bit different than yours, but we both have the same feed here. And so you can see I've posted some Zoom meetings. There's my office hours. These are the assignments that I've put into Edsby. And then here are the weekly assignments for Monday through Friday. It tells you to open and look at them and to remember that you can be working at your own pace on these. My timeline is just a suggestion. However, I would say space it out. Don't try to cram it all into one day. So if I open the documents here, I can see this is a Microsoft Word file, and here's the weekly overview and a detailed breakdown for each day. And I can also see what I'm getting major grades on and a reminder about the office hours with my link. So this is what you'll see each week from me. Obviously different assignments every week. And so let's pretend that I'm going to start with our Nearpod. So I've given you the link right here. You can also type this into whichever search engine you'd like. And I've given you a code. You can also do this on the app, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on this link. And so this is what will pop up, and it says to enter your code here. And I'll go back and see what that code was, WXHFZ. And I'm going to just copy and paste mine in here. Then it's going to say join, and it'll bring you to a page where you can put your name and other. Please use your first and last name, and I would really love it if you would put the period number up there. So I'm going to say I'm in period 1. I don't actually have a period 1 for anybody, so. And then I'm going to click join session. So this is the, for my English kids, this is the first lesson, Shakespeare in the Classroom. It's going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing, introduce the topic. You'll hit the next arrow over here. It's going to tell you that you're going to be watching a video with some questions. By the way, I would suggest having some paper out to take notes on these topics. Okay. And then there's the video that you're going to watch, and then it's going to bring you to the first question. Question is up here. What are 2 facts about Shakespeare? You'll type your answer. I'm just typing nonsense right now. Now, one thing that I will say is make sure that you hit the submit button. I'm going to go ahead and move myself over here for a minute. The submit button down here. Anytime you're doing a Nearpod and it gives you an activity, make sure that you look for a submit button. And if there is a submit button, and you might have to scroll down the page to find it, but you have to click submit, guys. If you don't, it's going to show up like you didn't answer the question, and that would be very bad for your grade. So make sure you hit submit on anything you want me to get, and that will bring you to the next question. Don't just keep pressing this next arrow. Okay, so go to the next question, type in whatever your answer is, make sure you hit submit, and go to the next page. Because it is possible, I'm going to show you right now, it is possible to skip a question. And it takes you to the end of the presentation where I've asked you to make sure you've answered everything. Okay, and then that would be the end of the lesson. And now you've only actually answered 2 of the 3 questions. Now you can start over and you can go back. But again, I'm just telling you, look for that submit button. That's really important, okay? So once you've done that, though, you're done with your Nearpod lesson. And it is that easy. I'm going to show you really quickly on your phone. You can download the Nearpod app. You can see my kids on the background of my phone. But that's what the Nearpod app looks like. You should be able to get to it just by going to your Play Store or your iStore, whatever it is. When you open the app on your phone, oops. When you open the app on your phone, it's going to bring you to the page just like you saw a second ago on the screen where it asks for a code. Okay, you would type in whatever code. Let me go back and see what the code for this session was really quick. WXHFV. I'm going to type that in, and you can see it's going to bring you same screens. It's going to ask you for your name, and you can go through the same lessons. You can access this on your phone. So just so you know that is an option. Next, I want to talk about Flipgrid. Some of you already did Flipgrid. Thank you very much for those of you who did. If you didn't, you can see that's another one of the options for Tuesday is to do a Flipgrid video. So again, you can click on the link, and it's going to take you straight to our English 1 page. You can scroll down and see I'm asking you to share something about the Globe Theater. And you would hit the green plus button over here, and you'd be able to record a response. So same thing, you can use Flipgrid on your phone. So if you can download the Flipgrid app, there it is in the top of my screen. You can see it next to my Zoom app there. And when you click on that, it's going to give you, again, those same options to enter a code. And if you go back to our assignment page, you can see I've given you the code for Flipgrid right here, Walburn 3902. If you type that in to the app, hit go, it will also take you to the same thing on your phone, and you can hit the green button and record your response on Flipgrid. So that's also something that you might be asked to do, whether that's participation or an actual graded assignment. So I want to make sure that you understand how to use Flipgrid. It's pretty straightforward. The last thing I want to go over with you guys is how to submit your assignments on Edsby. So to do that, I'm going to log out of my account, and I'm going to log into a student account so you can see what it looks like from your perspective. Okay, so this student account belongs to one of my theater kids. And so this is what her feed looks like. And so you can see recent activity is mostly for me. And as I scroll down, these are the assignments for her in her theater class. But what I want you to pay attention to is this right here. So for my theater kids, they have an assignment called Mini Project Week 1. It is due Friday, like all of your assignments are. And if she were ready to submit her mini project, there's a blue button here that says Submit. This is how I want you to turn things in. If I explicitly ask you to upload something to Edsby, this is what I'm talking about. Do not send me an Edsby message with an attachment, okay? Look for this blue Submit button here. It's also over here, right? So multiple places you can see Edsby's trying to make it easy for you. So you don't have to scroll through your whole feed even. It's over on the side. And that's how you're going to submit things. So she's ready to turn it in. She's going to click this button. It's going to say, write me a message. You don't have to write me a message unless you want to. It's going to give you the option to take a photograph using your webcam, give you the option to browse your computer. For most of you, that's what you're going to want to do is click browse your computer and select the file that you want to send me. It might be a Word document, a Google Doc, excuse me. You can also add a video or a link. You can copy and paste a link to whatever you're wanting to turn in, but this is where you do it, and then you're going to click submit. Right? And then that is how you'll submit assignments to me. They'll show up in my grade book, and I'll be able to grade them. I just wanted to show you guys those couple of things. Make sure that you were aware that, again, not only how to use Nearpod, Flipgrid, but also submit assignments. And as always, if you want to go straight to our class page, find your classes over here. You can click on it. That will take you directly to our class page. And of course, if you want to just see your grades for the class, you click on my work. Most of you are familiar with those. Okay, so hope this helps some of you. And if you do have any questions, make sure that you jump on Zoom 1 to 2 every day. I'm available on Zoom. Those are my office hours. Those have been posted to Edsby as well. Again, you can scroll through and find that, or you can see over here on your calendar. Tomorrow, Miss Walburn has her office hours right there. And here's the link that you can click to see me on Zoom. Okay, you can open that up. And there's the link there, or you can click here.